We're all capable of tapping into that flow state. For most, that flow state is all elusive. Some of us haven't tapped into it fully since childhood. Remember childhood? When we were undeterred and uninhibited, we didn't care about the judgment of others. We went in and out of flow state all the time, on the playground, in the woods, wherever. It was a magical time. I drew whatever I wanted to, and I did not worry about what others would think. Exactly. You were living your truth, overflowing with an abundance of creativity, freely going in and out of that flow state. That was before adolescence, when you started fitting into a culture that emphasizes being like everybody else. Only guys I hung out with were the other baseball players. I was a jock. It's easy for all of us to get trapped in a social circle of people who are carbon copies of ourselves. They think the same way. They agree with everything we say. We gotta challenge ourselves. Travel to new places, meet new people who have opposing viewpoints. That's how we grow. Amen to that. Whether you're an athlete trying to push your limit, or an artist trying to get inspiration for your next masterpiece, or the head of marketing trying to get your next sale, to enter that all-elusive flow state, you gotta push yourself to the limit without quite going over the edge. You gotta test yourself.
Hell, I'll push myself over the limit any day of the year.
You don't want the challenge to be too unrealistic. That could lead to anxiety or injury. On the other hand, if your skills exceed the challenge, you're likely to get bored. It's like the smart kid in the public schools.
I gotta realize, you ain't gonna grow and get better if you ain't facing all sorts of pitchers. Guys who throw the heat, guys who throw the junk.
In order to find your flow, there are specific conditions that are present. First, you are clear about your goals, and you know what determines your progress.
He's right. I used to think it was all about the muscle gains, but I realize now that with guns like these comes great responsibility to help others.
Second, you have to have complete concentration on what you are doing. You gotta be in the moment with no outside distractions. Third, your awareness and actions become one.
Only when you got that mind-body connection can you reach that transcendent set.
And that transcendent set translates into showing up in the real world. Fourth, you lose awareness of your self-consciousness and yourself, but you emerge from the flow state, a better version of yourself.
When I'm in the zone, it don't matter who's throwing the baseball. I see that thing clear as day. Hell, I see the red seams coming at me. Even though that ball's twirling around, I make contact and take that confidence into my next plate appearance.
Fifth, you gain control of what you're doing, with no worries about what's going to happen.
I'll load up that squat rack with heavy weights, knowing my legs can handle more than my mind.
Sixth, you manipulate time. It can almost stand still, or it can fly by. When I am creating from my heart, there are no mistakes in my art. I will write from sunrise to sunset without blinking an eye. And seventh, whatever you're doing to enter that flow state, you're doing it because you want to do it. It's for the intrinsic value, not the extrinsic value.
It's about more now than looking good for the bonny lasses. It's about pushing my edge so I can show up every day as my best version in life.
It's important to remember, flow is triggered by curiosity, persistence, and that sense of wonder.
Ain't no lie.
When you become one of those fortunate ones who freely enters in and out of the flow state, be cautious. It can become addictive. My art, at one point, took over. I let many wonderful women walk in and out of my life.
Me too. Me too.
Flow is a beautiful thing, only in that it makes life richer, more meaningful, more intense. It helps you to become the best version of yourself.
Tell it like it is. Amen to that.
Oui, oui. Thanks for joining us.
Don't forget to subscribe to the video right down there, or I'm coming after you.
Like the channel too.
Make a comment right there too.
See you next time.